Hello, good morning, and welcome to week 3 of the semester. 2 weeks over, we're on week 3. So this video I made for you to just give you a sense what week 3 is all about. We'll walk through the cookbook. I'll show you a few things that are particularly important. And then, of course, we'll meet on Wednesday for Zoom Wednesday. Right, so here's our course website. Again, course materials, you know all this. You'll find the cookbook. Here's the cookbook. And, it looks exactly the same way as all the cookbooks. You are watching the introduction video as we speak. And today, or this week rather, we have 8 sort of topics, if you will, 8 sections. We'll start with a review and a reflection. Let's just zoom in a little. Then we'll talk about this fictitious country. Then we'll talk about science denial. Then I have a survey for you. Then we have Zoom Wednesday. Then we have trust in science, scientific consensus. And then we'll talk a little bit about climate change and COVID-19 as examples of all of that. And of course, there is an assignment for you at the end there. Zoom Wednesday, we got the links here, and you should work through sections 1, 2, 3, and 4 right before Wednesday, before Zoom Wednesday, so that you're ready for Zoom Wednesday. And then following that, you can do the rest of the cookbook. Okay, so that's the basic idea. Now let's walk through this cookbook. Here's the course schedule. We are on week 3, so we have 3 days technically, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Of course, we're only meeting in person synchronously on Wednesdays. The rest of the week, you work through the material on your own. We always start with a review and a reflection. Remember John Dewey, we do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting upon experience. Incredibly important quote and a sort of teaching, learning technique. Right, the reflection part is critical. Start with what is science. There's a great slide deck there. Please review that. Great video here from John Oliver. Very topical. It's obviously satirical. The language is a little bit salty at times, but it's worth watching the entire thing. And but certainly you want to watch these 2 sections. Great stuff about science and science denial, actually, and what science is not. We have a quiz for you to do. Please do that. We ponder this idea of this this country that is 100% rational. So we have this thought experiment. Please review the slides. All right, so consider that. Now, what would be a different approach? So if we don't want to have science and rational thought rule, what other ways can we in a democratic society, right, make decisions? That's really then the question, right? And here's a great reading for you. Let Democracy Rule Nuclear Energy. This is a case study out of South Korea. And have a look at that, read that. It's just 1 page. And then here I have a little sort of survey for you where you can enter your thoughts and ideas about this particular way to make decisions. Talk about science denial. Here is a great reading for you. And then we have a slide deck here. Science equals FLICC. And you kind of have that twice. You have the slide deck, obviously, like the normal ways I always give you slides. But then I've also recorded, especially for you, a YouTube video where I narrate the slides for you, where I give you additional context and information on it, right? So you should definitely watch the video and you should definitely look at the slides because they complement one another, right? They're not the same content, right? They're a little bit different. And then together, you get all the information you need. If you're interested in this, we have the anti-vaccine movement here, some information on that. And then we have part 4, the science knowledge survey, right? So that's parts 1, 2, 3, 4. Please complete that before Wednesday, before Zoom Wednesday. We have Zoom Wednesday then. We have the Zoom link and we have the link to the worksheet. And then we'll switch to something I call trust in science and this whole idea of scientific consensus. It's just super important, right? That you are aware of that. And again, here we have a similar situation where we have a slide deck and we have a matching YouTube video. Now, again, this is my YouTube video. I recorded this video for you. So please, again, look at the slides, right? Read the notes on below the slides, but then also watch the video, because they complement each other, right? And then together you get a really nice, well-rounded information that you can then do something with. Here's a few questions for you to ponder, and then here is sort of a couple of examples, if you will, about this connection between science, scientific consensus, and then 2 examples, one climate change and one COVID-19, right? So of course, climate change and coronavirus is one of those topics that we are all dealing with, right? Both, if you will, and here's a great video for you to watch and a few questions for that. Thinking about, you know, the differences on one hand between climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic, and also the similarities. And then there's an assignment for you. All right, we can click on that. It's this straightforward, the same sort of format we always use. Again, please read that cover page. It tells you exactly what I want you to do, why I want you to do it, and then how to do it. So it gives you exactly the deliverable, the deadlines, and then on the next page, what I want you to do. So that's week 3 of the semester for you. That was the assignment. Here's the cookbook. And of course, everything is on our course webpage. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a good start to the week, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you.